Hello, my friends. So today's date, July the 12th. This is a reading for those people's birth date is today, July the 12th. So it's a four-card pull, a general energy card, a challenge you might face, an action you can take to keep in balance, and how does this year play out on a bigger scale? What does that mean? Is there some kind of signpost or mile marker at the end, or is there just some kind of recognition of what you're moving toward? So your card, general energy card for July the 12th is Anima Mundi, the soul of the world. This is a very powerful year of recognizing your intrinsic part of the magic of the universe, that you're a soul who is needed, that you're a soul who is complete, that you're a soul who is magical and one with everything that is. It's those amazing moments of grace and magic and touching oneself in the deepest understanding of connection. It's the understanding of completion, and that there's nothing you need to do in order to better yourself or correct yourself or find yourself or recognize yourself on that deepest soul level of connection to the world's spirit and soul. So what does that all mean? Well, in your challenge department is the Nine of Pentacles. So normally this is a card that talks about feeling very satisfied with what you physically created, what you put your hands to, what you put your heart to, what you put your body to, creating as a business, as a family, as a life, as a body, in your body, and that you feel like your harvest is about to come in, and that you can sit for a minute, relax, celebrate, enjoy before there's a need to push yourself to harvest what is ready and move on to the next cycle. So your challenge with this card is to recognize that you have worked hard enough, and that you have created and permitted life to blossom around you, and that you are full of respect from other people who see how much work that you've done, and that you can let go for a minute and surrender to yourself and not push so hard, and not consider yourself unworthy or unlucky or behind or any of those negative traits. So that's your challenge, to not feel to not tag yourself as unworthy, as unlovable, as needing to push harder, as disconnected for whatever reasons. You have done a heck of a lot of work, and you can sit with that and feel understanding of that, and understand that on the bigger pictures if you allow yourself to be. So what's the action that you need to take? Well, it's the spider, and spider is mama creativity. You know, for some cultures, spider is given the understanding that they created the world, they created communication, they created language, they created the interconnected web of everything. So they've also created language. So this is a card about creativity, and spurring yourself on to take your creative juices and applying them in new ways, in different ways, in understandable ways. Maybe you're supposed to write, maybe you're supposed to paint, maybe you're supposed to get out and lecture on some circuit. Maybe you're just supposed to get out and intermingle with people and not feel so alone. Because the Nine of Pentacles, on some levels, Pentacles always feel kind of alone, because there's a difficulty in speaking one's emotions. There's more of an ability to just do the work, be the work, and not talk about the work, and not share the emotions behind the work. That's harder for pentacle people to do. So if you're a pentacle person and you put all this work into something, and it's a time of harvest, but you don't feel like you want to harvest, well, maybe you need to harvest something different. Harvest friendship, harvest creativity, step out from the physical labors you've been doing, and do something different that's imaginative and creative, and sparks you and moves you into some kind of new connected soul dynamic, where you feel the anima mundi, and you feel that consciousness. And maybe you just need to put something down onto a painting to bring yourself into that recognition of peace and centrality and universality and connectedness to the whole world's soul. So what is the outcome card, or the mile marker card for this reading? I think it is just that. I think for some people it means you're going to travel. You're going to travel. I love the sense of coming to the Southwest. to feel yourself in the desert, to feel yourself in the mountains, to feel yourself connected to the sun in a bigger way, and to feel yourself in the great ocean of life that the desert shows you. The other side of this, I think this can happen anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere to feel your connections um, to the waters of life that the universal anima mundi bring you to the waters of life. And that is about your calmness of emotions, your patience in yourself, your love for yourself and others, your compassion for yourself and others, your ability to touch into your sensuality, your physical body and its majesty, your emotional will that says, I want to go toward this now. I want to make a new decision about what I want to create next. And this is about what are you going to create next after your harvest is complete this time. When you reach the 10 cycle, do you want to continue deepening yourself in this work that you're in, or do you want to change it up and go someplace else? I think that's what this year is all about. What really calls you to your highest and your holiest and your most connected and your most sacred outlook and your most sacred will to push yourself to create into your life. And you can't do that by just pushing yourself without listening deeply to your emotions, and then without bringing those emotions out in some kind of creative way so that you can look at them and feel them and integrate them into some kind of bigger picture that gives you an understanding of what really is pushing you, what really wants you to be the next thing. What wants to be the next thing for you to do? Where do you want your soul to go? And this is a great year of, if you're feeling the purpose is in the work you're doing, then it's a time to recognize that and step into it. And if you're not feeling that you're in the soul of the work that you're doing, then let spider creativity, let mama creativity, let the web of connection, and let the deepening juices of anima mundi meditation and revelation come to you in whatever form it needs to come to you. Open yourself up and get yourself out of your physical labor mind, and accept that you're going to work hard at whatever you feel called to do, and that is up for you to recognize and do. Ahom Takoyasa.